Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It is your girl Color Me Badly and back to share some sexy Middle Eastern fragrances that are in my collection. Ones that I love. Some of them I don't wear that often, but I absolutely adore these fragrances and I think they are perfect for summertime wear. But before we get into that, I want to welcome you to my channel. Again, I am your girl Color Me Badly, and if it's your first time ever meeting me, welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad to have you. Just to give you a little bit of a brief scenario about what we talk about on our channel, we mainly talk about the fragrances that are in my collection, those that are on my wish list. We talk about natural skincare, we talk about makeup, all things beauty, hair, love, relationships, romance, a little bit about dating, family issues, and faith, most importantly. If I forgot to mention anything, feel free to note it down in the comments, suggest it to me if you have any questions. Again, comments or concerns, you can send me an email. Both of my email addresses are inside of my YouTube channel. And then you can also reach me and meet me over on Instagram. My Instagram tag and handle is colormebad_Lynn. So hope to meet you over on Instagram. So let's get into it. Let's see. I think I have five. Yeah, I have 5 sexy summertime Middle Eastern fragrances that are in my collection. I have a whole lot more that are sexy. Like all of the fragrances that I have that are Middle Eastern, that have oud in them, they're all really sexy fragrances. I only like sexy fragrances, sexy scents. That's all we got left. That's all we got left is sexy, 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 right? So let's get into it. At least that's what I'm working with. I can't speak for nobody else, right? Okay, so in no particular order, some of these I may give you a little bit of what's in them. Some of them I may just show you the bottle. Just work with me here, work with me. So the first one that I want to share with you guys, and you guys have seen this one before. I keep this one in the box because I love this little box here. This one is called Oud Mood, and I believe this is Latafa fragrance. Yes, it is. It's an eau de parfum. It's a 3.4 fragrance. I love this fragrance. I don't know if you guys have this in your collection. You know, if you've ever smelled it before, but it is absolutely gorgeous. Most people would deem this like a fragrance you would wear during the holidays, maybe like a special event fragrance, but it's so beautiful. It's really spicy. To me, it has the perfect amount of oud and spiciness and cinnamon and cardamom and whatever else they got in here. They got a little bit of rose in here, and this is what I smell. It's so good. And a lot of people would say that this particular fragrance is too heavy for the summertime. I like to wear heavy fragrances in the summertime. I like to wear my fragrances any time of the year. It doesn't matter to me. I don't separate them according to seasons. But this is so beautiful. I love the bottle. The reason that I keep her inside of her box, of course, is because I don't want anything to happen to the packaging of the bottle. I think the bottle is absolutely gorgeous. It's a showstopper, and so I don't want my ribbons to get damaged in any way or anything like that. So I keep her inside of the box, and it kind of makes me forget that I have it. And then every now and then you just want to spray this on, honey. I'm having a moment. This is so good, you guys. Like if you love rose, if you love oud, if you love a cinnamon note in your fragrance, this is so good, and it's unisex. So, you know, if you and your partner kind of have the same taste in fragrances and colognes, and you don't mind sharing, you know, because, you know, every now and then you might spray some of his on and vice versa. This is so delicious. So, like, if you don't have this in your collection and you and your sweetheart share the same taste in fragrances and colognes, you may want to grab 2 bottles of this. Because 9 times out of 10, if you like it, he or she's gonna like it as well. So the first one on my list of sexy Middle Eastern summertime fragrances for me is Oud Mood. Okay, so let me put her back in her case because I don't want anything to happen to her. Put her back down in there. You know, I get a little excited sometimes and I start knocking stuff over. Luckily, I haven't broken anything yet when I knock things over, so I'm grateful for that. But if I do, all things are replaceable, right? Okay. The next fragrance that I want to share with you guys that is on my sexy Middle Eastern summertime fragrance list. This is Durham, and this one is Warty Eau de Parfum. This is so good, you guys. And yes, I still have the tag on her. I haven't smelled this in a while. This smells so good. I've had this in my collection for a while. It's kind of made me spit a little bit. It's so good. It's so beautiful. I'm gonna bring the bottle in a little bit closer so you guys can actually see what it looks like. It is so beautiful. I don't know if this is like a dupe or a knockoff or anything, and if it is, I don't really care. This is such a gorgeous fragrance. Absolutely gorgeous. Again, this is Warty. This is Durham Warty's fragrance, and this is an eau de parfum. It's a 3.4 100 milliliter. I very seldom wear this. It's so light and soft and sensuous. Let me spray a little bit on me. First spray out, you get this really kind of like blast of a sweet, juicy fruit. It definitely has oud in it, even if it's not listed in the notes. But it definitely does. Again, I don't know if this is anything, it's a copy of anything or a dupe for anything, but it's so sexy, it's so sensuous, it's juicy, it's got oud in it, it's got a touch of rose in it. I think this may have a note of lychee in it. I'm not particularly, I can't remember all of the notes in this fragrance, but it is so beautiful. It's so soft and sensuous. If you're looking for, if you're having like a nice little date night in and you want to put on a little heavy hitter, something real sexy, something that's gonna last if it's really hot outside, you know, and if you're having a little extra fun and you're afraid if you bust a sweat your fragrance is gonna say bye-bye, this is perfect for that. You know what I mean? Really, really good for playtime, having a good time with your significant other. This fragrance will last. It's not overpowering, it's not overbearing. It's perfect for indoors fun, if you know what I mean. Beautiful, beautiful fragrance. So this is number 2 on my list of sexy Middle Eastern fragrances for the summertime. And remember, these fragrances, I will wear them all year round, but that's just my preference on how I wear my fragrances. It's no big deal to me. I really don't I don't switch them up for the seasons. I don't have time for all of that. A lot of people do, and that's good, but I don't. I just get inspired and I just spray away, right? All right, so the next one that we have is Ana Abyad, and this is also a fragrance from Lattafa. Beautiful, beautiful fragrance. It's got a little fingerprints on it. I was playing around with the cap earlier, and it's got the House of Lattafa right there on the back of it. I'll bring it in so you can kind of see that. I've used a little bit of this juice. I've been having a little bit of fun with this one. It's really, really pretty. It goes the extra mile for you. If I'm gonna, I have a really nice area that I walk to maybe twice a week. Sometimes for maybe dinner, groceries, just hanging out and getting some fresh air. And this is one of the fragrances that I spray on before I leave out sometimes, because I know that by the time I get to where I'm going, I won't smell like outside. My fragrance will be working overtime for me. And this is one of those types of fragrances. It is absolutely gorgeous, beautiful fragrance. This takes an acquired taste. It has a lot of citrus in it, like a lime and a lemony note in it. It's very white musk-ish. It does have oud in it. It's very strong. This could definitely be a unisex fragrance, both men and women. So again, ladies and gentlemen, if your significant other and yourself have the similar taste in fragrances and colognes, and you're thinking about adding this one to your collection, grab 2 bottles of it, because you're gonna run through this if you both love the same types of fragrances. This is so sexy. It's so good, and this is definitely a beautiful fragrance for your winter months. But like I said, I like wearing this in the summer. I wear my fragrances whenever. This is so gorgeous. It doesn't smell like anything that I have in my collection. It is very boastful, it's very bold, but at the same time it's really calm and mild. It is very, very athletic. It has some enthusiasm in it. It is so beautiful. This is so good. Soft, spicy. I love spicy fragrances. So this one is a really soft, spicy fragrance. All of these are soft, spicy, except for this one. Oud Mood is more of a warm, spicy fragrance. Kind of reminds you of the holiday season. But like I said, I love wearing fragrances like this in the summertime as well. My next fragrance is from the House of Muffin. Is Vanity Film Elegance. If you love red berries, like your strawberries, and you love your oud, and you like a really, really creamy, sexy. Now this is sexy. Real sexy. Like red light alert sexy. I don't know if this is a dupe for anything either. But it is so gorgeous. I promise you. From the bottle, it smells good. It reminds you a little bit of Hypnotic Poison. But that's not what this is. It's a little bit softer, a little bit creamier. You could probably combine the two together. But this is really, really sensuous. It's what I call a voluptuous fragrance. It's full of character, personality. It is romantic. It's alluring. It's intoxicating. It's so beautiful. Like this is so pretty. If you love Hypnotic Poison, if you love the smell of Yves Saint Laurent's Opium, you will love this. This is gorgeous, and it kind of gives you that vibe. It's one of those vibes where you can kind of taste the fragrance a little bit, and it's intoxicating. It really is. It's a beautiful, beautiful fragrance. It gives you a really soft scent bubble. Absolutely gorgeous. So if you don't have this in your collection and you love your red berries, like your strawberries, creamy, slightly oudy, very sexy fragrance, kind of in the same family, give you the same vibe of like your YSL Opium, the original one. If you love Hypnotic Poison or any of the poisons, this kind of gives you that vibe. It's very, very beautiful. It gives you the vibe of a Christian Dior fragrance. But of course, this is Armaf, the House of Armaf, Middle Eastern fragrance. Absolutely gorgeous. I really, really love this. I don't wear this a lot, but I really, really love this. And when I added this to my collection, this was a blind buy for me. I was just scrolling through the website, and I had selected a fragrance. They sent me a couple of fragrances. And then they gave me an opportunity to choose from a fragrance. I bought some things, and then they sent me a letter, and they gave me an option to choose some fragrances. And this was one of the ones that I chose from their house to try out. I'm so glad I did. This is everything. And if I had to buy this myself, I would definitely repurchase this. It is gorgeous, guys. Okay. And then the last one that I want to share with you guys, this fragrance right here. If you love juicy, fruity, sexy, grown woman fragrances that don't list the note of oud, but it's got a little bit in there. It's really sexy. This is a really flirty fragrance. This could be worn by a woman that's wanting to attract someone or already have a significant other, and you just want to get him to in behind you a little bit. This is it. This is so good, you guys. This one is Tag Her, and this is so good. And I think this is an Armand fragrance too. I love the bottle. I absolutely love the little detail of it. It's super, super cute. It kind of is made like a flask of what you would put your own personal alcohol in, but no, this is just a perfume and fragrance. So don't get it twisted. She's not on her sipping. Oh my god, but this is so good, you guys. This is so pretty. Like, I don't know what to tell you about. I haven't worn this in a while, and I really don't wear it that often either, because fragrances like this, I try to wait till I'm going somewhere, and I want to wear something that I know 9 times out of 10 nobody else is going to have on, or they're never going to guess what I'm wearing. Ooh, this is good. It's a rich, fruity vibe. It's really creamy. It's exotic. It's tropical. It is calm. It's a really pristine and clean scent, but at the same time, it has a full embodiment to it. And that's what I love. I like real dainty, pretty, sassy, sophisticated fragrances that punch you in the face at the same time. And this does that. And if you don't know what I mean by that, it's really soft, it's subtle, it's sensuous, it's quiet. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you'll just get a blast of it. And I mean a strong blast of it out of nowhere. And it just knocks you off your socks and it makes you melt. It's so beautiful. I believe this has a little bit of candy note in it. It is so beautiful, you guys. I don't have the notations on hand. Normally, you know, I do that. But when I'm talking about more than one fragrance, I don't. I just wanted to share my love of these fragrances and how gorgeous they are. But if you love a fruity, slightly gourmand fragrance, I say slightly. It's a little bit on the gourmand end. Really sophisticated, really classy. It sits a little bit above the skin. So you're going to get a really sexy scent bubble. Don't wear this if you're not trying to attract. Don't wear this if you're not trying to smell cute and sexy and sensuous and get a little bit of attention, because you're going to get it. Somebody is going to ask you what you're wearing or tell you, damn, you smell good. It is that good. This is a beautiful fragrance. And if I'm not mistaken, you can probably get this for maybe about 30 or 40 bucks. It is so good. I promise you that you would not be angry about this purchase. Even if you're really not into your Middle Eastern niche brands and you don't like knockoffs and dupes and this smells like that and this is supposed to be a copy of that. When you get rid of all of that, the bottom line at the end of the day, you just want to smell good. And this is it. This is so beautiful. It is extremely affordable. I can't remember how much it's going for, but you can look it up. The name of it is called Tag Her. It's a Middle Eastern fragrance. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Hot like fire. So remember to get you some. You know what I always say when I have fragrances in my collection that I absolutely adore? Make sure if you don't have those scents in your collection that you add them. You know, they're beautiful. Even though summer is coming to an end, they're here in the next three weeks or so. We'll still have warm weather, and you can still wear those fragrances any time of the year. Absolutely gorgeous. I just wanted to come on and share those fragrances with you guys, and I better get to wearing some of these because I haven't touched a couple of those bottles all summer long. So good when I tell you. And these fragrances, every last one of them, I want to share this with you, they all last for 6 to 8 plus hours. Some of them will last 24 hours. And you'll definitely still smell them on your clothing if you like fragrances that give you longevity like I do. I like to get my money's worth, and I like to smell good. And if I want to switch up my fragrances, I can always shower down and change my clothes. But while I spray it, I want to smell it. This is Color Me Bad Lynn saying thank you guys for watching. I greatly appreciate all of your love and support. I want to say greetings to all of my new subscribers. Welcome to Color Me Bad Nation. Thank you and glad to have you. And I want to say hey to all of my existing subscribers. Thank you guys. You all rock. Love you much. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. Make sure you tell a friend. Share my videos. Tell somebody about me. All right. This again is Color Me Bad Lynn. We'll see you over on Instagram. Bye-bye.